This is Buadu TV, truth and integrity.
Sacrificing people in the party for a bit more personal gain. Fancies and the central region. Anytime we will not allow this woman to be sacrificed. Empowering or yes, Memo be about pressure. Memo will be fake life and put pressure on you. Memo will be race and will be assignment and put pressure on you.
It's our first time now subscribe now like your video no. Now, what your comment at home, my lawyer Maurice Ampaw, which you kind or say, Otamfu Bia, why not you say, or say, your vice president, Naana Jane Pokwadman, Professor Wono, and Tinsim, NDC for NTC. Now, what to say, yes, say, my many yare. Omo no call you GMC, Kwajaya, Heka, Dr. Forches, and what day. Eti Omofan 2, say UK, say US, say England, say France. Say Italy, say Germany, and dear, and ya emeto dwaye. Na wafeda fa ho pam. Afi CJ, Madam Tokonu, obekwa nonko. Omo ma unye manager wona kwe. Say Ghana na wo som ne ese ma wo som bi. Na wo ko. Du bia ho ato no what say. And also lawyer Maurice Ampaw afaya da fa ho. On the say onim dada or to wa yampia nsa NDC for aswa ehye. Na yenkotieli.
Ghana ye krubia Hu faso watamfo anobe din wo so na omobe tatawo because ojuma pawo din ti no dodo ano beka se wonye na medie nanado hwe na brabo 81 years service to the nation, service to country, the contribution to national development will be to be finished. And I said, Nakuma pint, no, Yamaman and Quap, 81 years. Into be our be one, no, now deep a pay at them. Na Kaino will say, Unquasuna, Uchano. Na ye dan yamiasi wo nanado ankwa hono so no ne kai Mama Jane vice president bibe obi anyame enka no ho na nyame ensa ne yare mai isan se yintumi trans wo memu na NDC pembre so pe party a omodie isan se mostly no omunfa kuma pa emba bemu ututu asem ne atemdidie ne darega ushe 3 months ya the way nyameko utumun say NDC when it comes to galamsey nyamwa ka galamsey niano na ni aye dodo ani azan ena yen say nsuo ena mu demonstrations omo buy no omo hye mu Kenya. So when it comes to galamsey fight no they said omo ba ma license in fact omo be ma galamsey fun sika no matter gold omo koye gold omo koye galamsey no na ya beton gold down masamiti fi any gold board. It's when it comes to galamsey and then your forest reserve no omo beremu party time take over reset na koye take over galamsey site and reset and then the ekoso no uba electricity a bra abayi nanado abayi wo so no na ye called doom cc about 1 week no ye nyamu sorry tiaye apostolam temu ebedidi atem odi ahye kofu prophet odomu nsema mo kikaye no ende tum so baba no enye easy na obi aye din ehwe mo uba every sector in trying this idea no kwaye say numi bi depart ni chia na sa numi no so fantifo muntie central region eya ye serious Because you see, your memuna NDC, anytime be a omeba power no. Atamas Ekoya, or Fantini of the central region. Atamas be dear. Yamanen wie. Yamanen wie. Yamapa penny wie. TikTok, you trap papa no quite so. You could say no Asumdwe Park, you refino. I want some young kind of year. If you emisata Fantini, the same central region. Emisata also team no ko. And now because say you also bempa, Ashen come say Mama Jane. Baby Odano, one shall need kwabe feeling for them. Aden a party back up. With the frantifully, there's somebody ben yano at it. What the yaka? Lawrence the yaka, fancy. Oh, ga. Lawrence a council, tam na a call. You see, it's becoming a serious issue. Sacrificing people in the party for a bit more personal gain. Because I can say, is it normal? Say, Francis and the central region, Mudia, anytime a many people be an or party more. And I became your mofanda so called. Meanwhile, MPP party, if in me. Not party, I'm not in the Missumase. Now, Papa, you know, almost two presidents there to President Kufo, 86 years, they strong. Nanado 81 years, they strong. Baumia munia, kai baumia yari kakrebi baumia yari kakreyi. Yanu say, I don't know kosa no yare wa bruchiri debi. Led by Papa Weya, when your Shippers Council. Jump, Professor Jumpo. I can say, no, I don't know about me. Uncle, something about your government hospital, Ghana. Professor Jumpo, the Ibe propaganda. I say, Baumia, I didn't hear on the phone home, but the only crowd say, Baumia, Elqua, Butchers, and Wari. They could have told Blackwa. The propaganda, this thing, oral chairman. Ono so go government policy obibi eniwa ono oma baba eso kosa no abrochi. Now the reality have done. Mama Jane ayari Flagster House atam no de kwa abrochi. So you see the kind of people we have in this current government and the party. They say one thing, if those things, you know, and they become so critical. The way they fought Galamsey, the way they talk about Dumso, the way they handle NPP government, and I done it. I did not done it. To the same President Mama Crack can say, oh, Nanado Beko Jano, Nanado Beko. I can't remember. President Mama. I said, oh, in the look of things, you know, Nanado they were crying, you know. So you be one, Nanado they be with Jano. Nanado be who? What did I say? Or the Wokras was soon Nanado. But ne, I don't be a dum Nanado. Kufopo, and that's what I said. Nanado 81 years, still counting. Now I'm Kolanki Kevin Taylor Moa 40 years shall omudi Nanado half to be deeper pay at them. We share Captain Smartmo, we share Jampomo, we share Apostolati, Adlamti, Missini Penipo, Wadana Kokra, or so for Wadana Kokra. These people can insult the presidency just in the name of politics. And today, the reality is done on us. And then, as you speak, also been part of a shame come say MPP bad in 2028. And I mean, some of us, you know, also been part minimum year. Now I have a personal relationship with Usubempa, and the way who do a year amen, you can't run away from it. It was 2028, no, the way NDC ye na die, na any double standard, and the way they are handling the things they spoke against, the way omo position omo ka galamsey, and the way omo position they fought everything, they criticized everything, and they were violent towards the government of the day. They were unfair, they were unreasonable, no, and then they are in government doing worse. So Ghanaians, me pay Ghana for when they say when Ghanaians will punish you, they keep quiet. In the NDC, whatever you are doing to the nation in terms of doom, so Ghana for be bring kasa, I'm from one that 3 months Ghana for they've already decided your fate. The way invading people's privacy, attacking people here and there, to trust them, them. Machiwe, yegu amanfo hufi, yehu amanfo insecurity in all of the country, yetu to amanfo remove here, remove there, dismiss here, dismiss here. It is the resetting has become an agenda to remove one public officer, to dismiss an employee, and to act with impunity. Ghanaians are ready to punish you in 2028, and don't be surprised that whoever MPP, they remember 2028 no. Ghanaians will end your presidency. And immediately we can say, at the end of the day, you know, what happened is that you can afford the 2 million for 4 years, sir. And you're too short a time. And you know, when you have 4 years to govern, I don't think say you have all the time in this world to govern. 4 years. 1 year, second year, but third year, not to make. Ghanaians, you have to come and count to Ghanaians what you have done. And if more reset, you know, you are not focusing on the bread and butter issue in terms of how you tackle the economy, the ordinary Ghanaian will feel it in your pocket. How you tackle the economy, ebe me dwane bo aba form. Insuo ene insuo yenye insuo nom ene insuo adani critical commodity. Utia got water where they can't satisfy, produce enough water, and then ensure ayeding electricity, meters are supply, and then food are very expensive, and then transportation, and then everything in Ghana is becoming worse and worse and worse and worse. Ghanaians are suffering, and if come 2028, and this will continue, then Magasanobo say 2028 no. Ghana for show my city no and our city no the way we have started no. Instead of concentrating on more 24-hour economy, jobs no that be. Instead of concentrating on how to fight galamsey and end the galamsey menace no that be. Instead of concentrating of giving us cheap and constant power that be. Instead of concentrating on bringing everybody on board, unifying the country and ensuring that Ghana there's unity, no, there's division. Now it's become like yene juma and yabre and a tuna be DNC ti tunu no yen ye party for the ye ama ye party for as if we party for pen to abama mo ti mu da munche say 4 years, and whatever you people are doing to the people of Ghana in 4 years now, c'est table no dania. Mama be complaining. Don't come and complain, because table they are better whether you like it or not. It will change. 2028, Ghanaians will punish every government. This is Ghana for my government to be 2 terms. We ban now 1 year 4 years now, and it will start from MPP and this. Ghanaians will start punishing every government. Oba now one for full promise obeko mukwaya na mukwaba is starting every 4 years, and that is the signal in the spiritual realm ya pick. And I think say it will do as good. So I pray say Mama Jane Binya very cover, but we don't want any dark crowd. Yempe so will be born pie to take the woman's place. Adi mami creating kwemukra no the vice president who are effective it is Mami no, you can see say you should get bodum. Mami enyi. Mami yare. Ye petu mi intino. No ni nam campaign ha mami utubu say mami na umete. But we want to use him, and we have used her. Sorry, we want to use her. We have used her for power, and now we are dumping her because we can see say oh yeah, vice president mami nye effective. They could be a yene nko. They be a jan wo fie. The dressing, you undress, the photo, the wardrobe, you in China ye, you packaging mammy ye, mammy office now be abandoned, and mammy no, I say, president and bomb on and then ya time no air dumping wa bruchiri. Na ya be trade you my day so because obi a dini position, obi dini vice, otin ye dini vice da, into no. Yampa boni se nyame obo so na sase no o ma we mpare mame no se mame no trans no so bra wa bre no hu ne hu susu aso e bi nka ne ma e bi nka ne busua na e bi nka gana fo obi biara o hye mami yare ase no obi biara responsible for the illness and o bon pa se mame be fi mu no sa yare no e no wu no turn back to sender. Monra NDC for mu, monra party mu, monra baby fiba. Na Naana Mama Jane Ninkwa. Oh, he said, oh yeah, innocent soul la. What body bra? A coach na die any professor ship. Na mami yes so innocent. We will not allow this woman to be sacrificed. Empire oh yes demo. Nasa meja aza. Na meja kotompo ene po bo minim se radi obwe kwebi sa meja azan kotompo epo bo entro sa me fo me ransha abanya oshebo ndiso abanya odi ndada galamse ndada fight ena me de me ba metu galamse ase. And I'm Nanado, fight Galamsey now. Fight Galamsey now. You are the president. Fight Galamsey now. We will revoke the law that grant the president the permit to go into the forest reserve. And Galamsey will feel the pass. No, I buy with that promise. Ne. Sabaya Danini. Can say Galamsey no. You better support to no manisika. Abaya. Or say, ono die dum so o so wu dum so ansa da do aba no sa ba ne dia ko dum so mu abanya ni oka chega na fo nia no early stages nia no kusi say it's all for following purposes abana adani resetting has now become witch hunting. Resetting now has become when they say arresting, and then resetting termination there, removal here. You reset you. You reset nothing. And this government, President Nado, economy so a dictator, and another a dictator, and another kasa one kasa bi. But I can tell you, if you want the one who is a dictator, who say you could be why omo ya dia boko me kai very well. President like when is former president outing kwemu when is Kufo or dangerous who kai those days all the to be feel wrong is hollow. Kufo ye mio inti o di we wa hu no fa di ewu no Kufo kas boko no sre Lawrence so dey bom gigi Lawrence yo mo bom ni bi and the people see Lawrence say onye because Lawrence no onye nyatwem onim asama odi shemu. Lawrence will face the problem. He will tell you as it is. Lawrence is very radical in his approach to governance. Lawrence was so radical. And to the people see, Lawrence in Nisumai. Meanwhile, Kufo was powerful. Kufo, Kufo was young, but not all yet that year. Kufo. It is not a month for who's a Rollins in yet, but Kufo yet. But I can tell the authority. Now Kufo was firm, principled. Now we refuse a Kufo, now Ben or Saki Kufo. Oh, Yaman Fred left and right. Kufo year off of a court. On a young or chair Rollins where power lies. What do I say? It will be well young. Nanado soon yachon. Nanado yes up kofono. Nanado Rollins Musuman be. Or your beer on baby Biomo who's on pet. Or your beer or confront the wrong. And he stands by his principle. Ghana Fusa Yampe. Now, Mama, I know that cool, calm, God fearing, and Nanyamisum, and assemblies of God. And I'm a Penyamini Crawford, and a Yamu Atumje, or Yaboko. Mama is the hope, and a God fearing, but not oh, deal with Mama, I tell you, Mama engaging in impunity, you don't see it. Mama engaging in dictatorship tendencies, you don't see it. But he is. He is. Look at him. He has been able to take control over parliament by the numbers. Or Magana for who say, or you're the hope for the nation. Now, our Bible resets Ghana to better everything now. Nana do ya enye obe proper better Ghana obe youth no 24 hours employment into every youth bia benya 3 shifts or see Ghana for who be tono because or the juma beba ejuma ra in fact the title the fee we friend say kosun dumi or can so ba kania obe make sure said we don't have issues with light. Nyama ba ma shey boy nian mama ba no e ma youth no to ya to abama no we taking control of parliament. It's parliament and parliament e wo mama bottom. We don't have parliamentary independent too. Mama by numbers no. The party take over and then we have a situation whereby the speaker of parliament mama bottom. Unlike Nanado 2020 year Ghana for 2 Abama no mo 2 aba ema a pie of parliament na yenya abangbagbe oye NDC ni into 2020 no na NDC ni MPP ni Nanado any we find say NDC no more govern country no but Nanado take control of the executive no na NDC led by abangbagbe was controlling the executive the legislature and the judicial was independent. So 2020 no na NDC ni MPP na ebu man no. But this time Ghana for say no, I'm why and mama majority. Ya man majority more than 181. In the next parliament no homo nye de. Nya mama pen oye. Because party no etie mama. Now we an executive leadership in some appointment the action in sa or control bibia or appointee or terminate or my warning or issued arrest warrant or tata people through oral. He has every power in the executive power. Then currently Mama now want to control the judiciary. Until how do you control the judiciary? No, he told us before Obe election say judiciary no obey house cleaning. Obe reset it. And reset no unless obey chief justice if you and yeah, so this is a but there will be house cleaning to Mama bro opposition or say Nanado pack Supreme Court no with NPP judges Sasu my Amandina MP or say omo ba judges na omo work political college no omo ni momo omo yomu ni efi ho. And then they will appoint NDC judges. And they will sure say the chief justice is a chief justice on Mama. Oba appointing over to control. No. That is what Mama said in the campaign. And in every platform, no, Omobian will say only GDA or judiciary. There is no way out. He can work with the judiciary. So and then you talk about man no. Well, control parliament, control executive. Now Mama has set an agenda together with the Council of State to take over the judiciary. And through the petition, the agenda have started. Me, I don't want to look at the legalities. I look at the legalities. Say, Georgina Wood, and my friend said, we share in the history of Chief Justice Ghana. Chief Justice be anywhere you do a free power. Apart from say Akokosa. In Nkrumah 1962. Chief Justice di asem etia in Nkrumah. Na Nkrumah bufui. Ena o remove Chief Justice no. O jinedi. In 1963, say Akokosa, the first Chief Justice no. In Nkrumah through the dictatorship element no, but that Nkrumah was running a one-party state or control parliament, a control executive. And it say Akokosa or independent no judge, Supreme Court Chief Justice. At that time no, Nkrumah want to control the judiciary into no the Chief Justice say Akokosa. The first Chief Justice was sacked by Nkrumah. And Osaki Chief Justice no, then he took control over the judiciary until Nkrumah became a dictator. He controlled parliament, the executive, and the judiciary. And then he banned the other political parties and he started ruling Ghana. And no, na edi coup d'etat bae because sadi no ye no yi Chief Justice if he hold no abrofo no ene Ghana fo bebre lawyers fo bebre sorry tia Nkrumah say Nkrumah den na wa ye yi Nkrumah den na wa ye yi. Why do you sack the Chief Justice where the asema or the principles and the law just because you are not comfortable with the Chief Justice into no on tonium on your party member or your CPP member or look at the law or look at principles or use or decide cases on judicial reasoning. Nkrumah to sakeno emma time be da ho and emma Nkrumah amount for who say he's not ready to leave power into the CIA 4-year arrangement na brofo no boy and you two no 1966. After that no and the Ghana constitutional dispensation no we decided say going forward 1960 constitution no ye be shemu kena say the judicial be very independent until 1969 no ye fortify the judiciary say only independent until abia beko but judiciary no remains omo ye nkofu bia trained lawyers, they don't get themselves into party politics. They swear an oath to defend the constitution, to rule without fear or favor, and to do justice to all manner of persons. They don't put on political color. They don't look at they don't put on political lenses when they administer justice. It's law, and the constitution, law and the constitution. Their allegiance is to law and the constitution. That is how the judiciary have operated from 1969 up to now. Lawrence the Crown no a dictator and removing any judge. Lawrence the Crown now by as a dictator no. Or you cool no one touching the judiciary. He allowed the judiciary to flow. Or setting up para-judiciary tribunal, PNDC, or the traditional one. But he knows the importance of the judiciary. And then Mama attempt to remove the Chief Justice no is equated to Nkrumah at removing say Akokosa. Na hu sunsun no president Mama NDC mun carry you. Because as we speak now no the international committee is watching. As we speak now the military is watching. The police is watching. The judiciary and the stakeholders are watching. You see, Tio, look, Mama and NDC, don't think that Ghana belongs to you. It's a trap. Do you think what is happening to the Jesus is when people are not talking, it's a trap? Oh, resetting, oh, house cleaning, it is good. Now take over the judiciary by resetting it to suit your government, so that you bring your own Chief Justice. Yes, sir. Through the process now, you bring another Chief Justice, and that Chief Justice will also be Mama Chief Justice. No Ghanaian will see that Chief Justice to be a Ghanaian Chief Justice, because to you, no, once another appointee Chief Justice, no, that Chief Justice is MPP Chief Justice. Therefore, if you remove, who are you going to bring? And you see, the warning I'm giving to the judiciary, who are judge, right from the Supreme Court judges to the magistrates to the family tribunal, your independence is under threat. Judicial independence is under threat. The judiciary is under threat. The judiciary is not free from political influence. The judiciary has come under serious threats, where when your leader is removed, everybody can be removed. And I can tell you on authority, after Tokonu, some of the judges at the Supreme Court will reach your turn. Petitions upon petitions will start flowing. And about 2 or 3 petitions. Every judge be Nana do appoint you, you will also come. You face the same. If you allow Tokonu to go, you face the same music. I'm telling you. And the judiciary, you will not have peace, because you have a president who is agenda is to reset your judiciary and to tune your mind as to how you should administer justice according to how NDC not according to law. So they attempt to break the judiciary. If you see the fight, say a Tokonu fighter, hey, please. And the Tokonu can go. In fact, Tokonu can after she can be suspended. But the consequences is that when Tokonu goes, who will replace Tokonu will have issues, because all Ghanaians will never accept you as a neutral person, Chief Justice. The system will fight you. Your own colleagues at the bench will fight you. You'll be a traitor. Any judge, Biara, if they attempt to remove Madam Tokonu succeeds, any Supreme Court judge that will be nominated and approved by Parliament because they have the majority, that Chief Justice will suffer rejection. Ghanaians and some of us will look at the Chief Justice as a traitor, the new Chief Justice as a traitor, who together with NDC did what we call judicial coup. Where a judicial coup? An attempt to remove Madam Tokonu is a judicial coup. That Mama, who people claim to be God-fearing and he set a certain agenda, who men of God prayed, a bumpy man, Shani and Yonyam, so fun Yamihun Kron and governor. This man has now turned around to hunt people, to hunt the judiciary. And you see, let me tell you before God and man, the moment Tokonu is removed, the judiciary of Ghana is gone. Because the lawyers in this country, listen to me, the Ghana Bar Association, if you sit down for this coup to happen, you have yourself to blame. Because now, any person that the current president appoint to the Supreme Court will also be colored NDC judge. So if you appoint a Supreme Court judge, NDC judge, appoint a Supreme Court Chief Justice, NDC Chief Justice. So if you want to politicize the judiciary, so be it. But it may lead to political instability. Because when Mama controls the three arms of government, the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary, through threats. Currently, the judiciary has come under threat because you are judge, you are not safe. Because if your home boss can be removed, every judge can be set at a trap. So NDC have list of judges they don't like. Look, the moment Mama during the campaign was having in mind, NDC were having in mind that the judiciary is being packed, the Supreme Court is being packed. It means that after Tokono, any judge who was appointed by MPP, job security will be denied you. And now, every judge behind from the Supreme Court, when there is a case at the Supreme Court involving political exposed person, how your MPP no, NDC no, who a judge goes through, how your ruling will go. Now, it will flow to the Court of Appeal, High Court, Circuit Court, District Court. Now, NDC, Mama will throw a satellite to watching the conduct and the rulings and the authorities and rulings of judges to determine those judges who are for and those who are against. And this is where the level at which we want to go, so be it. But come 2028, when Tokono is removed, anybody who also come 2028, the new president was also removed. And now it will get to a stage, Chief Justice position will not be secured by the Constitution. It will be determined on the person in power. It will be now also about setting up a true petition. Whether the petition is has some merit or not. And listen to me. Let me educate people. Look, on social media, people are talking about and Charlotte say, no. Nana Domu Charlotte say because he went through the process, and it's the same way. If Tokono is being removed, what is wrong? Let me tell you. Let's learn. When it comes to Charlotte say, Murefi, the Charlotte say was appointed by the president at that time. Satana Afarijan has gone on retirement. They wanted Afarijan replacement. There were senior EC officials there. Bakomire Finidin, Wewu, and Mrs. Amankwebi. These are two. No, Afarijan, but when Madam Charlotte Osei was appointed, tension about these three officers, senior officers, Samadu Tanko, I don't know, about to the same self, Charlotte Osei had issues with these two deputies, one a lawyer, woman, and then one a seasoned electoral commissioner, on us Afarajan Ejumam. To the extent says Charlotte Osei do temino nisa two deputies non kasa. Every time the Charlotte Osei committee, the two deputies are not involved. Charlotte Osei was running the NDC as a one woman show. To the sense say all procurement was done without reference to the procurement authority. Okay, I say, Bra MPP sue electoral commission. Say the electoral register is overbloated. And yankoye cleaning Charlotte Osei on its own without recourse to procurement practices, equal appointee to the sorry as EC lawyer. It tried to cut 3 billion now. One new be and transit, and that too became an issue. And petitioner, lawyer, I know your lecturer, or the coy, because very well, was to Look at Charlotte Osei's preaches and the fact say he had issues with the deputies. This was what brought about Charlotte Osei removal. To the sense do table now for the two deputies no. Omo blame Charlotte Osei and Charlotte also blame you. But they set up the committee to look into the matter no. Evidence no show say Charlotte Osei say omo ya conform so say omo so Charlotte Osei also conform. This is what happened. So Charlotte Osei Kasano could not work with his own deputies and created problem for herself. Edu Tebina the three Amadou, Mrs. Amankwa and Charlotte Osei were accusing each other. Into Nahu Kosam. That is a different ballgame together with a chief justice, sir. You are pointing out there's no problem with the judiciary. Currently, judiciary, there's nothing like there is a problem. He has not taken any unilateral decision. He's at peace. In fact, every decision he takes has not created problem for the country. He is not fighting the president of the day. He's not fighting the government of the day. He has been a chief justice where this government has one power. That is peace. That's stability. At least if I were President Mahama to act as a check, I control executive, I control legislature. Let the judiciary be what it is. An experienced president would rather partner Charlotte with Tokodu. If I were President Mahama, what I would do is to rather bring Tokodu on board as one arm of government and to have a cordial relationship with the woman. Because you have the mandate, you have the power. But leave the judiciary alone. Don't go and do removal and a reappointment and start cleaning the judiciary by putting your own people there and thinking that Ghanaians and the other Ghanaians will look up to you. Is a trap. Mama, it's a trap. If you don't heed to my call, Ghanaians are quiet. Lawyers are quiet. It's only few lawyers who are doing legal gymnastics. And and you see the lawyers don't make gymnastics. No, how much time, mama, no. How much just pure NDC people no are finding fault. And it should be removed. It should be removed. And those who also support the woman say that it should not be removed. But remember, you have a duty. You only have 4 years. Remember, you have a legacy to protect. If you want to be one of the, you want to be like in Nkrumah and go to the political history, say you under your reign, like I said, you remove a sitting chief justice without a just cost, because it was an agenda that you had whilst in opposition. You see, if whilst in opposition you were supporting the chief justice and the judiciary, we will not have problem. But whilst in opposition, you were not comfortable with them, and you promised to deal with them, and now you are fulfilling that promise. And you see, the men of God in this country are quiet. They are quiet. Civil society are quiet because we are looking up to you. You have the mandate of the people. Oh, what did I say? Bible say you didn't hear quiet, but I didn't hear the Mama and the NDC government. Mama, remember the days when you were going around to seek the mandate of the people of Ghana, and the way you were going to men of God to pray for, and telling God that God have mercy upon me, Lord have mercy upon me. Now you have the power. You want to show people where power lies. Now you are arresting people with impunity. Now you are removing people from office with impunity. Thinking, say, your mandate will never come to an end. 4 years, penal. You will be going home. But if you want to copy right. If you want to copy and be like in Nkrumah, he didn't like Akokosa. And in 1963, remove him from office because the man was doing his work. And the independence of the judiciary became an threat. And I don't know, day, no. You could I'll give you the second chance to come and correct the wrong. Now, once you are in power, you are now worsening and becoming not the better president we ought to know? A president who have the spirit to understand that, hey, the hatred I have for the judiciary, now that I have won power, don't let me extend that hatred. Mama, you can't tell me that you love the members of the bench. No, Mama, you can't do that. You can't tell me. Because if the woman has not provoked your government, the judiciary has not done anything to show that they are anti-NDC. The judiciary is working. This same judiciary, presided over by Tokonu, gave NDC judgment where your majority leader at that time, Atufo and Co, were freed. A lot of rulings have gone into your favor. What again do you want? And you have an attorney general. Oh no. Every government, every party member who has a case to answer at the court are being freed. No, discontinue. And is now rallying to put before your opponent before court. So whilst Attorney General is freeing you, President Mahama, through your dictatorship tendency, you with the Attorney General are freeing your party members from being accountable, from prosecution, from facing their wrongdoing. You are now preparing your opponent to go to a court where you want to have your own judges, your own Supreme Court judges, your own Chief Justice, your own judges to Jesus Christ. My God, I'm sad. I'm very, very sad. I'm very sad for President Mahama. And if God Almighty, that we all know, is the one that we save. Now when people, there's a song. There's a song. Nobody was saying, Emma, Mama, I'm singing this song for you. Emma, Urenfi, Onyamia, Oyiwu, Fiwanimwasimu. You remember when you lost 2066? The shame and the humiliation that you went through. Utsuyama, we didn't hear your call. People rejected you. Mama, please look, your own people even didn't want to come to you. They accuse you for you being a president and not being caring, and they accuse you. They gave you names. Emawu Refi, Onyamia, Oyiwu, Fiwamani mu, Sawabrabo Musam, and now Wabrabo Musama ye, and Ekoye Mama. What did I say, Mama? Ekoye Mama. Adena piki, apiki, mama, apiki manu. And then the government of the day, the president, the supreme commander, he control the parliament, he control the executive. Now he's attempt to control the judiciary and become a dictator. Sawa brabo musam, yeah, mawa, sheye. Na wa hweye na wanye etimoden hweye na wenti obi famudie so hweye na ma hantantumi na wanya no. Because you will account for your actions. And I'm looking forward to the Council of States. And I'm looking forward to see what they will say. And President Mahama Nado die, me trasa me dwinwa me hu obi a owo humobro no wotima na wanye the detector in terms of the judiciary, because we can remember the day that Georgina Wood was sworn into office. NDC 4 Georgina Wood, Chief Justice Georgina Wood. Because case somebody could court Biana case in yet. And then I say, do Ketia, me can't remember that time, no. The chairman of the party, may his soul rest in peace. Kwabena J came out with the slogan, there's so many ways of killing a cat. Then there must be judicial cleansing led by the NDC. Threatening here and there, Maurice. Judicial cleansing, judicial cleansing. Then, when Madam Georgina Wood was leaving, then we have Sophia Kufwa. I can't 1 year, less than one something few months to go on retirement. Nana do no more. No appointing. No. When Sophia too came, there were petitions to remove her. Nana said no. The independent of the judiciary is so critical. Georgina Wood, there were petitions. Nana said no way. Sophia Kufu, there were petitions. Nana said no way. Justice Enim Yabua took over. There were petitions. Nana said no way. Tokonu. Nana said no way. He on person at the time he removed any jet, but today Sophia Kufu has become something else. He has forgotten where she was, and he's going to sit as part of the Council of State. And there's a Tukuba there. I don't want to talk about him because I see him to be a bitter jurist, a bitter former Supreme Court judge who retired and thought that he should have been given appointment, and his utterances is a serious issue for the judiciary. He wants judicial coup to take place, but he has forgotten that when there's a judicial coup, there will be a main coup. That's what happened. But if you do a judicial coup, the executive coup, there can be a coup there. The legislature will also suffer, because when people begin to see that the government of the day is taking power, the people for granted, the power that they gave them is being abused, then people will rise, and when people arise and the government cannot be removed, you have some lunatics be a harmonia papa may attempt to overthrow the government that we have elected, and that is what we don't want to see. We want Mama to have peaceful reign. God has been so good to you, Mama. What God has done to you, don't add the judiciary that God has not added. The judiciary was not part of the issue. You were giving the executive and the legislature to elect. Yet Ghanaians didn't elect the judiciary. The judiciary was somewhere. The election was filling the executive power and the parliamentary power. That's what you fought for. But now you want to add the judicial power. You want to go beyond Article 129, which says that final judicial power rests with the judiciary. Mama want to act as a jurist through appointing his own, so that together they can run the states the way they want. You pay dearly for that. And Atuguba, there's Atuguba. We all knew what you did during the election petition, when you sat and the way you conducted yourself. If you have retired, please leave the judiciary alone. The reason why some of us are worried is that the judiciary, that's where we eat to. When we destroy the independence of the judiciary and there is instability in the judiciary, it will affect the source of livelihood of lawyers and all stakeholders. The judges, you are not safe if you are allowed to go fight this battle alone. And any removal for Tokonu will spell doom for the nation. It will break red flag. And Mama, you pay dearly for this single action, because prosperity will judge you. It's my prayer that God will allow this cap to don't allow you to commit such blunder. Don't allow anybody to push you. Because when you commit that blunder, it will be Mama. The rest of NDC will move on. No. Remember, say, you have 4 years. And by the 3rd year, no, there will be a new NDC with a new leadership. And you go home. But you go home with a clean conscience. President Mahama, go home with a conscience that I came to serve. And I've been able to serve my generation according to the divine will of God. I came to deliver on my promises. I came to unite the country. I came to ensure peace. And I came to make the welfare of the ordinary Ghanaian my priority. And I came also to ensure that Ghana, as a state, as a company, prosper. And this can be done when you stop fulfilling certain agendas that will look right in the eyes of your supporters, but it will spell doom to your administration. And political scientists will always remember you, and the judiciary will refer you at any given point, and history will be your judge. May God have mercy upon you, and may God remember you. May you remember your days when we were lonely. May you remember the days when Ghanaians were mocking you. May you remember the days when you were rejected, but grace has found you back. I pray for good counselors. The Council of States should be men and women who have a lot of counseling. Good counselors, like Aitofel. Good counseling. And ensure that the nation moves on and we have peace. There are issues confronting this nation. Ghanaians want peace. Ghanaians want unity. Ghanaians want to see their life getting better. Ghanaians want to ensure that they have what it takes to build a house. Ghanaians want to see that they have what it takes to rent decent accommodation, shelter. Ghanaians want to see that they have what it takes to buy food. Ghanaians want to see what it takes to get affordable health care and quality, of course, so that when we are sick, we don't have the money to fly us outside the country. Dollars that is going to be spent. Like Ghanaians don't have better our health sector. Ghanaians want to see better education, the future of our youth. Ghanaians want to see quality employment being created so that the youth will have jobs to do. Ghanaians want to see Ghana having good relationship with the international community. Ghanaians want to see a secured nation. Ghanaians want to see a nation where security is at the topmost. There is pure security. People can sleep and sleep well. Ghanaians want to see a nation where robbery and impunity is managed in a way that our rights and freedom will be respected. Ghanaians want to see a country where everybody is proud to be a spectator and a Ghanaian, and everybody should have a share of the national cake. And that is exactly why we want to see you succeeding, because if you succeed, we all will benefit. I will be the one person to see Mama failing. Because if Mama fails, Ghana has failed. If this government fails, we are all going to suffer. So it's my prayer that Mama, you succeed, but please avoid the temptation of trying to take control over the judiciary. Concentrate and deliver on your promises. And I can tell you, you'll be proud when you retire Ghanaians will say yes. Mo akwano papo. Nipa beyebi. Baba bayeninya. And that is exactly what we want. And to my fellow Ghanaians, and Obia Oshami Biano, Miss Remo, Abrabo Yebono, Shinim, a vanity upon vanity. Currently, if you go to some part of the world, Africa is sea, and everything has come down. Taiwan or something. Look, the earthquake. It means that we are nothing, and we can lose everything that we have. Life is too short. Abrabono, yen kweswa. Na yamane hu toso. Inti yen kwa kitwa na yade ambaye no. Mumma yen make good use of it by loving more than hating. Mumma love, let love lead. No. The infighting will not solve any problem. Let's unite as a people. Build Madagana. Let's correct the wrongs in love. Let who persecute people cry. Let the people know that they deserve what they are going through. That's justice. But if you have attorney general or see on any time, no, you're ready the fee, and also reading is legal. When they raided Attorney General fee, now Attorney General comes to tell us that, and I also the benefit, and then then it means that you didn't come to resettle, you came to do what we call political equalization. Oh yeah, you didn't come to reset Ghana, you came to do vindictiveness. I say, you want to show people where power lies. You want to punish people. You want to make people feel the heat because you have felt the heat. I say, ni papa shano na we be ni na waye and also one man no soon go through the same. I say teacher near oko school na for instance teachers the former teachers they didn't allow him to have it easy, so and now I be a lecturer, so he want to punish his own students because he doesn't want his students to overtake him. That is not governance. We want to see better Ghana reset in a way. Say one, Nyama NPP 4 year na usi. Don't come and do it. If NPP4 did not fight Galamsey well, you come and fight it. Don't come and rebrand it and tell us that it's resetting. If NPP suppress people's right during their time, don't come and also do the same thing and tell us that you are resetting. If NPP did not violate people's right, why do you come and also violate and say that in your time you did it? Then we are always want to mark time. There's no time for vindictiveness, political equalization. You do me, I do you. What did I say? Where are we going? When you're in opposition, you are condemning the wrongs. Don't come and repeat it. Don't come and repeat it. Show the way, show love, show principle. Don't come and repeat it. You are laying foundation. Every day we are laying foundation. This Ghana is always laying foundation because new leaders come and they repeat the same mistakes. And who will come and say, in your time, you did this. And so we are also doing that. Oh my God, when are we going to end this kind of behavior, attitude? When are we going to move forward as a nation? And say, we don't repeat the same mistakes and wrongs. And that is why Ghanaians will always punish us, because some people buy. No me Galamsey. Now one be stopping Galamsey over here. Then Ghanaians will also vote against you. And to me, that is the problem. Now Now let me address my MPP 4. It is time, because the signs are clear. Say you are coming 2028, but Ajuboko, anybody be the party we elect, no, let's support that person. It's not time for division, name calling. Blame game should stop, because God is giving you back this nation. But Ghanaians want to see that you are united, you have learned your lessons, you want to move on and to help build Ghana. And it's my prayer. Say, Ghana, let's begin to punish politicians. Give every party 4 years. If you come, you don't deliver, we sack you. And then they will learn. So if you come and make the mistake I make, why should you? No. Why should Ghanaians maintain NDC when they have started doing the same mistake? The things that MPP Ghana Bufu, they are doing it, and they are doing it worse. And then so I say worse. And then doing so has taken a different shape, different. And then there's level of impunity, termination here, removal here, and then the economy has not been reset well, and then the unemployment is getting worse. The unemployment, and then we are not seeing the employment that you promise. So if by 4 years time, no, Ghanaians will vote you out and begin a government. If the government comes and it feels that is how we need to punish politicians, to ensure that they don't take us for granted. Political power kakra ya mauna obeye we hena. Nana do na kofi. Nana do ye so kofi. Obi abe kofi. Make it on a war. Bibi eni ho a eni wiye. Bible say bibi wa hyase bia wo na wiye. Na bedu te bi na nipa ye mobo. Ene me hwe social media na me hu abrewa bia we di 92 years. No na ekasa. Na me hwe abrewa no o kasa sa kwala. I will eat chocolate. I will not tom kwala nyum te negative phone nyum. Within 92 years. Onyi no. I was start here kwala biom. What did I say? That is how ye yeti. We share me lawyer Maurice Ampaw. Me share me 20 years ago. Me share me ni man na me ni lines wa how. Si share me ni nia lines abaha. Me ni e be ya kokra. Any moment from now. 4 years time. Na me di 4 years time. Na me 3 years time. Na me di 3 years time. Na me di 60 years retirement. Because this year I'll be 57 years. So I say, I cannot stay here forever. This seat cannot be there forever for me. Me be yebi. If I be yebi, I'm be in here. Every tumbi, na mo hwehwe me amu hume. Sada num I say, "Emre bi beba." Na ma yo samai. Na ma yo samai. Na ma yo samai. Ah. Tuntun. Emre bi beba. Na ma yo samai. Na mi wa yo hu ye nya ye be samai. Including the president, you be samai. Vice president, and be Naana Jane. Naana Jane. The vice president will be Uncle Share. The two vice presidents, no, he wish he will exchange it with good health. Maybe a mama poku won't be no. He is realizing, say, hey, there's more. Life and health is important than power. You will live. Mumma penifua wo ye nim wo share penifua to say mama mo 60 70 years 70 80 years no, don't hold on to power and don't be wicked when you have power, because one day be mobile. Today how many people visit President Kufuor? Nobody will visit you. And then For far you know what another fear body. And then Mama Nana have become ordinary. On Namano we don't want to even look at his face. It's gone. Mama too the same. Now, brother Professor Atamas, we didn't learn the lessons. When Professor Atamas, the nation was quiet. Because that's somebody who had political power and being driven to the grave with all the political powers around him. Now, Mikhail, the gas gets no corner. With horses, the state power. What Jane? I didn't know Nipa entrance who say, I didn't check. The Nipa. I am a bomb. And then, Ochina Unio. And then you do crapuno. A journey ye decrano crano. Ye try and journey. Now, yem penifuna yo memuna. Ye pe Japadia kodek. Ye penifuna ye 60, 70, 80. Na ye go su a massive wealth. She dying. She say, wait the 70 years. Who pay the NCBM? Government, you are in power and wait the 70 years. Wait she die 50. Who the NCBM? I got there. Me who be or what die 50? No, any 70 years, all that soon sit down or that soon air press as a one. Let me say, our problem. Because I die no. Now, pretty niano, okwa, umabe ton, umbe ti. They are preparing niya, yakwe be niano. Ahina yetimi di. Wo be politician. Na mama bapa we. Omo fum sikanda pakata. Ye fum appointment pakata. You have to talk them up, but at the end of the day, vanity upon vanity. Also, you are empty. And no problem me mobile pie is kafo. We shall niama me shall na we mobile to bia niama. And some boy so being used to the wife. Niama deal microfinance. Look, it's out of emptiness and not to party no. You see, who was the Ketobia? You the emptiness. Because money does not only bring joy. Bible say, God gives wealth and has no sorrow. Now look at most of our rich men. Most of our rich men in Ghana, because of a source of money is not genuine, they have sorrows. As we speak now, it was a be brewa. Omno mako yesi kedrua. Omano kademu. Mwa kademu. Ebi mwe kumomo mame eno mama as ewo mufie. Mufie eye cemetery. Ese food be now omodamo na omuso so mbewu. Ebebre yare. Omo fe no. Bebe ni nyije. Bebre titi ohaha. The real people are ngami amom sika aye genuine money gives you peace and contentment. Wait to say why ye jumana ye chioka na okofi na sika no aye genuine oda na wado ye bi wo ha nyame shira ndodo esa sa onim se omania wa mu nia no uni abonsam any covenant uni oman nye ko yesiki duro ye oda wada because no me be a new mechi uni spiritual direction bia maybe tilo ampa between spirit be anywhere direct me ni ritual be se me ye me dana mada me nya me dokun bia na me di me nya me ka kakre be na ride oh freedom I say now NPP NDC aba power no me dem want me too much this is my kese po NDC ba power kwa ampa my kese because me ndia banka me wi abensika me nye bibi asa ban be tata me ntia tata man for me no na mada me wa ho to me we ni jemu was me ndi obi aka because abrabona me born according to ahonde anyame de ama me nyame tumi aye na meye nyame tumi nye no obi nso nye that's all maja to me say I'm not perfect, I'm not all knowing. And the krana minim no ma meni nyem o kaka minim nyame nim no so no mo bi nkyere me obia woni question paper and obia won the answers or the ma into abrabona ye me bono na abrabona obono obia ndi ne lemu enti me hwe se obia ja na brabo no be di lo ampa echi abetie na ampa kana na buefu no be di na tema who say what dream of from but me I'm living my life oh I'm living my dream. "57 years of my life, I'm so happy. Look, I've achieved anything that a young guy would achieve. 57 is such a small age. Oh. My woman, ma, intafo muntafo. Obi kure ni baba ko. Me ma wo tafo ba ko ma wo ntafo me no. My woman about 7 or 8. It's children are not problem. Me see me dying. Dying say me sibi Kumasi Accra. What is my problem? Me want me car, me drive it. What's my problem? Me ma meeting kum. What's my problem? Me am down for 4 wo me nuanu mo ho. You see me practicing law. Me better ha na ma kama Jane. They ma Jane me can say damn. Wa on peno na kuma pai to. Me can say obi na kuma o hwe me na bibi ye no. It's your problem. Me enta me ma ka. No domino so oh na ni aji. Your time no so na kuma ye na ya. Mane nya wo ya. Go so ni hwe ye. Se wo fie nyansa. Obi edwuma ye no so e so top pressure ma wo. We say amagache we. O ya say. Enti minia ma weni nje. Enkwa wo no na hode na wo no. Sorry na ma weni nje ma bi ente weni je so. Obi anya obi a. Enya ye brew asase so. Ye wiane ye ko. Nipa beji de di. Beji di din o me din che. Listen to me. Me mo bi antra happiness so. Ni ye ne obetuma ye. Now you are not. Live your dream, live your passion. Me mo be about pressure. Me mo be fake life and put pressure on you. Me obi race and obi assignment and put pressure on you. Please. So let's do what is right. Let's do what is right. Let's do what is right.